Oh, too much noise out there. Have you noticed that the older you get, the more you cannot tolerate the noise? And I'm not talking about barking dogs, loud music, and honking horns. I'm talking about the noise of the world today, the complaining, the advice, the criticism, the know it alls, the coaches, and all the things. It is too much, and we're going to talk about it today. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Well, if you're a senior and you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, bombarded with all the noise, you're not alone. Today's world is so loud and so noisy with all the experts, the coaches, the advice givers, the opinions, everything. And it doesn't have to be that way. Life should not be that complicated. Now, when I was growing up, and I know throughout most of history, we knew about our families, our communities, our church, and our neighborhood, and things like that. We didn't know every single news story, political fight, tragedy, and all those things. We didn't fill our heads with that stuff, and our minds were not made to handle all that information. We're told we need another app. How about an app for time management? Then you'll be able to manage your time. How about another supplement? You need a better exercise routine. You need a food app. You need all these things just to live your life? That is absolutely ridiculous. Now, this one really gets me. The coaches. We all need a coach. Did you know that? Oh, yeah. You need a health coach. You need a coach to help you eat right. You need an exercise coach. And this one is the real killer for me, a life coach. Now everybody's a life coach. How do you become a life coach? I've seen people on YouTube that are in their 30s and 40s. They go and take a 4-week course, get a certificate, and now they're considered a life coach. You can't be a life coach if you haven't lived a good many years. The best life coaches are us seniors because we have been through it all. We have experienced life. We know how to live our lives. I'm telling you, if I had to hire a life coach just to figure it out, well, then there'd be no point in even living. Quiet sure has become a rare luxury. There's so much background noise in our life, maybe that we don't even realize. But when you think about it, if you watch TV or just have it on in the background, something's always playing, or some people have the news on all day long. So you're being filled with all that garbage. Your phone dings, your watch dings, you get notifications. I mean, it's everywhere, and it just doesn't seem like you can get away from it. I say we need to stop feeding our mind junk food. Now, of course, we all know that eating junk food every day, all day, isn't good for us, although I know I do it. But junk food for the mind is terrible for us. We're always hearing about outrage and disasters. And oh, what about the fear? My gosh, do they sell fear? Doctors sell fear, nurses sell fear, the world is selling fear. Everything you hear about on YouTube or whatever media you consume, it's all fear based. I mean, you can hardly eat anymore because you have to fear the food. Why? Because it's sprayed with chemicals and pesticides and all this. And I'm sure it is. I mean, I do know that there's preservatives in food and stuff like that. But what are you going to do? I mean, before all this fear mongering started, we just ate it. We didn't know anything about it. It wasn't all hyped up like it is now. Well, I'm still alive. How about you? It didn't kill me. So why put all of our time and energy into all this noise that's coming at us on a daily basis? It's no wonder that people feel so anxious today. You have to fear going out. You have to fear staying home. You have to fear walking down the street. And when you listen to all these tragedies and stories, that intensifies your fear. I'm not saying that nothing's ever going to happen to you, me, or anyone else, but we cannot live our life in fear. And that is what is being sold everywhere. You know, the latest buzzword is our central nervous system. Oh, we have to reset our central nervous system. I mean, do you remember your parents talking about their central nervous system or your grandparents? No, I sure don't. But they're making a big deal over that now. Well, I know what I saw my parents do and my grandparents. If they were anxious and felt like they just needed to get regrounded, they went outside and sat on the porch, drank a cup of coffee. It was as simple as that. It wasn't this big complicated routine and things you have to do to calm down your central nervous system. I mean, we're told to practice grounding. You go outside, you walk on the earth, the grass, the concrete and bare feet, and you stand there for I don't know how long and let the energy from the earth come up through your feet and it grounds you and oh, okay. And then the breathing techniques, you practice the breathing and do the things they say. And oh, this one really gets me. This one would actually kill me. Do a cold plunge. Yes, just jump into a big pool of cold water. That's going to help you so much. Oh my gosh, talk about a shock to the system. And the sad part is, people are doing it. Where do these people come from? So I just like a good old fashioned common sense approach. If I need to calm down, if I'm feeling anxious about anything, I go outside. It's as simple as that. I just go outside. I get in the fresh air. I feel the breeze if there is one. I look at the sky. I look at the clouds. I look at flowers. I mean, I just surround myself with calm. Makes sense, doesn't it? When I mentioned earlier that our parents and grandparents would just go out and sit on the porch, I mean, they didn't call it anything in particular, like, I'm resetting my nervous system or whatever. It was just called life. As simple as that. It was just life. Now, if I want to calm my mind in any way, I just do things that I enjoy. If you like to work with your hands, you could write, crochet, knit, sew, garden, things like that if you enjoy it. I enjoy dancing, as you all know. So I do that. I enjoy cleaning. I do that. I just do the things that I know brings me peace and happiness. And that's how I calm down. I didn't have to call a coach or anything. I didn't have to do these crazy things. I just did something I enjoyed. Another way that I stay calm is I've created a peaceful home. I've talked about that before. And we all should create what we consider to be a peaceful home, a home that reflects who we are, a home that feels comfortable, like, you're wrapped in comfort, a home that has the lighting that you need. Some people like soft lighting, dim lighting. Some people like bright lights. That's okay. It doesn't matter what we like, but put in your home what works best for you. Sit in your favorite chair, rearrange your room, do whatever gives you that warm, calming feeling. That's all it takes. Another way is to just give yourself permission to step away. I mean, just step back from things. You don't have to get involved or have an opinion on every controversy. You don't have to jump in and get involved in every argument that's going on in the world. You don't have to do any of those things. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You can protect your peace. You can protect your calm. Just don't get involved. Don't get involved in neighborhoods where neighbors are having conflict and gossiping about each other and making a big deal over everything, or going to clubs and gatherings where it's the same thing and there's backstabbers and there are people that are so opinionated and they want you to think the way that they think, and they'll try everything to get you to do that. Why bother? You don't think like they do. Why waste an ounce of your energy on anything like that? We don't have to get involved. Maybe we don't need any more advice. I mean, the experts out there are telling us what to eat, how to exercise, how to think, what to worry about, what not to worry about, and everything from A to Z. We don't need any advice. We've made it this far, and I think we'll be fine on our own. And the people that are giving the advice are way younger than we are. So we know what to do, and we don't need that kind of advice. We need a lot less noise, and we need to trust our own common sense. The world might continue to get louder, faster, and more demanding, but we don't have to let it in. We get to choose what we let into our homes and our minds. That is totally up to us. And I'm telling you, as I've gotten older, I have really come to understand that peace comes with simple. Peace does not come with complications, complicating things, all these rules and structures and guidelines. That's not where peace comes from. That's where chaos comes from. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Are you sick and tired of the noise? Are you sick and tired of being bombarded and overwhelmed with all this stuff? I'd really like to know, and let me know some things you do to keep that out of your life and to keep your life calm, peaceful, and simple. Simple is the answer. Now let's move on to an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip comes from Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. God did not promise us a world without problems and complications and and noise and all the other things. But he did promise us peace right in the midst of all that. He gave us peace. He already gave it to us. There's nothing we have to do except accept it. I know many people think that peace comes when everything is fixed. You know, when all the bills are paid, all the problems are solved, and all that. But that's not true. Peace is always there for you if you choose it. I can't control the economy. I can't control the world. I can't control the disasters. I can't even control my own family. But what I can control is where I place my trust and who I place my trust in. A steadfast mind doesn't mean that you'll never worry. It just means that you'll know where to take that worry when it happens. And a peaceful heart, that doesn't mean you're going to be smiling all day long, but it means you have a calming and steadiness of your soul. The more I focus on everything that could go wrong, the less peace I'm going to have. The more I focus on God and His faithfulness and the gifts He has given me, if I choose to receive them, like peace, like common sense, like making the decision to shut all the noise out because it's too much, the better, more rewarding, and more fulfilling life I'm going to have. I thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.